Hi, my name is Mashanta and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I wanted to try a different video of sorts. I'm going to get a full face of makeup done, but only using makeup products or makeup brands that are started by makeup artists. So people like Charlotte Tilbury, Makeup by Mario, Natasha Denona, Pat McGrath, you know the works, the OGs, the greats. I love a lot of the products from these wonderful artists and I'm super excited to be playing with them, to be showing them on my face and talking through my experience with these products. I hope you find this video helpful and useful. So first up, I have this Makeup by Mario concealer. This is the Makeup by Mario concealer in the shade 340. Now this is a concealer that I actually didn't have because I did have concealer from other brands but not from a makeup artist's own brand. But I had to invest in this so that I could create this video, and while I had most of these products, there are some of these products that I actually had to go out and buy, and I hope you will appreciate that effort. So starting off, I'm going to be using the Makeup by Mario concealer to just cancel out the darkness on my eyes before we move in with eyeshadow. You can use primer for this. I just like using concealer because honestly I think both of them do the same thing. I've heard great reviews of this, and personally when I tried it in store, I did find that it was almost undetectable and it really sunk into the skin. So I'm using this Pro Art foundation brush. You can technically use a concealer brush, but I don't have one on hand, so I'm just going in with this one. And you can see that it really sinks in. It's a bit yellow, but I think that's what you need to cancel out darkness. By the way, I have been meaning to film this video for around 2 to 3 weeks now, but my skin has not been behaving. But I would really considered postponing it today as well. But then if I waited for a perfect skin day, then I was scared that this video would never get made. So I am just simply going in with the concealer all around my eye area. If you see my face up close, if you see a lot of blemishes, I hope you'll be kind and I hope you understand. If I waited for a perfect skin day, then this video would not get made. And you can see it's pretty good in terms of how well it sunk into the skin. Cancel out really all the shadows, all the darkness, to just give me a super smooth canvas for me to work with. That was the Makeup by Mario Surreal Skin Concealer. Next, I am going in with eyeshadow. I have Natasha Denona here, the OG makeup artist. I actually have, I think 7-8 of her eyeshadow palettes, but I thought these two would be the most versatile. So first up, I have the Love palette. This is a 15 pan midi size eyeshadow palette. Then I have the Green Brown palette, which was actually formulated for makeup artists, and it is such a beauty. I used to use this all the time when I was going for work every day because it has such lovely neutrals and the mattes are so blendable, so easy to work with. However, for today, even though I prefer the Green Brown palette standalone, because of the dress I'm wearing, it's a bit of red, bit of pink, I thought I'll go with the Love palette because it has those shades. So I'm gonna quickly play around, and this is literally me winging it. I haven't worked with this palette for a while now. This palette has some nice pinks, deep pinks, reds, etc. So let me start with this deep pink, and this is the shade Heartbeat. I'm just gonna go in onto my eyes, just using my finger to blend it out first. Then I have this blending brush. This is from Pro Art. I'm just gonna be blending it out. Text from your mother, lots of so that it is not as concentrated. I thought I won't be part of your family. That looks nice. This needs a bit of a fluffier brush. So here I have the Sigma eye shading blush, and this, if you see, is a bit more fluffy versus the other one which was a bit more pointed. So I'm gonna go in with a fluffy brush, and yeah, I like the Sigma one better, honestly. Well, this is nice. Let's see if I can use a bit of heart, this like bright pink, to kind of give this a bit more gradation. Yeah, that's like a real fuchsia pink. And while Heartbeat was nice, it did have a bit of a berry tone. So I think this lightens things up a bit. You really sold it, so the way you wrote it. Oh, that looks much nicer. You could not have loved me more perfectly. Love who you are and what you love. I want who you are and what you want. And then I have this shiny color called Passion. This is how it swatches. It's like a pink berry, but I think it would be nice on the inner corner of my eye. Yes, it does look nice. I love what you are and who you love, and I found the one I saw it that. Going back with a pointed brush to blend it out. Girl, you gotta hold on me. I have this lighter pink shimmer called Giving, which I think would be great as an inner corner highlight. It's quite powdery, by the way. Oh, that was nice. I think it just needs a bit more. Ooh, very nice. And that's the eyeshadow. So I'll quickly go back on the other eye and come back to you, yeah? Ooh, I really like how this is looking. And I've done the other eye as well. I don't know if you can see, but it's a very simple eye look. I think works well with what I'm wearing, with my accessories, so that's why I stuck to it. Quickly going in with concealer again. So again, the same Makeup by Mario Surreal Skin Concealer. And I want to go under my eyes to get rid of any fallout, to also cancel out the dark circles. I don't think the pigmentation of the dark circles is too extreme, so I'm not bothering with a color corrector. But usually I would use a color corrector if they were really deep and I needed a lot more help to get rid of it. Again, going in with the same Pro Art foundation brush and just swiping this away. This does look yellow, but it does sink into the skin really effortlessly. The eyes definitely need a bit more help, in the sense mascara, liner, etc. But I will do that once I'm done with the rest of the face, because that kind of helps me decide whether I actually want liner, how much mascara I want to use, whether I want to use a kohl pencil, and so on. So as you can see, I don't know if it's visible. Honestly, I think this camera is very forgiving. I don't know how it looks way better on camera than in real life, because you can kind of see the creases here, but which I don't mind. I mean, somebody has to literally be this close to see like the imperfections on my skin, so that's okay. But I just wanted to let you know, because when I look at myself in the viewfinder and I look at myself in the mirror, I think there's a huge difference, and I don't want to be misleading at all. So just something for you to remember. This is with the concealer, this is without. You can see it's very lightweight, really sinks into the skin but does the job, and I don't think it's creasing at all. This shade might seem a bit too yellow for me, but honestly this was the closest match I could find in store when I tried it on. And you always do want your concealer shade to be a tad bit lighter so that it can highlight the relevant points in your face. So this is one eye done. I will do the next eye and come back. Hi, so I forgot to film it, but I also put the concealer around my mouth to get rid of pigmentation. And as I'm using it, I think the concealer is good enough to be used as a full face of foundation. Honestly, it is super lightweight, but it's honestly a really good match for my skin, and it really sinks into the skin. So I really like it, but I do have another product, so I'm gonna use that for the rest of my face. But I just wanted to show you how well it sinks around my mouth, you know. The next product that I have is the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Foundation. Now I haven't used this yet. This is in the shade 9 and it comes highly reviewed. I'm gonna be a little careful because I have never used this. It's coming off a bit liquidy and I don't know how this would look on me, so I'm just like, here, literally here goes nothing. Ooh, it's super lightweight. I'm gonna use it on parts of my face that don't have anything. It's extremely lightweight. It's literally like water. And oh wow, I love it. It's so good. It literally disappears into the skin. I love the texture of this product, and a little goes a really long way, you know. Girl, you felt so close to me. Wow, this is really nice. I'm gonna use some more, use it all across my face. My battery is also low, so I'm just being a little rushed and careful. Sorry about that. So I'm just gonna use it on all these patches that are not completely covered and come back. Yeah, so I've used the skin tint all over, and this name is spot on. The Yummy Skin Serum Skin Tint. It literally sinks in like a serum. You can just use your fingers. I didn't need to use any sort of product. Incredible. It really sinks into the skin, but it still magically gives you enough coverage. I really like the way this looks. Honestly, the hype is real. The hype is real. And now on to cheeks. So for cheeks, I have the OG Pat McGrath blush palette. This is the blush and highlighter palette, but honestly I don't think my face needs contouring, so I'm just going to go in with blush, and I'm going to use a combination of the bright pink here. I think it's called Peony Rose, and you can see it's a very finely milled powder. Even like touching it a bit gives a lot of kickback, so you want to be careful when you're using this. So I'm just going to like dab first. Dab on both ends and then start swiping or swirling. This can look like a lot, but I have some of these cool tone pinks as well, which I like to use in case I become a bit too heavy handed with the blush. So, but you know what, with what I'm wearing, wait, let's tone it down a bit. So I'm using this one, which is this Divine Rose, on top of this one to tone it down. Always smiling to catch the apples of my cheeks. And I think it does look toned down a little bit. I'm still in the same place, and day to day I relive the memory. I think it's pretty. What do you think? I mean, this is obviously not an everyday look for office. This is more like a party look or a wedding look, you know, wedding guest makeup look. So I am going a bit extra because these are high performance products and I want to show you how well they perform. So that's with the blush. I honestly don't feel my face needs any contouring or highlighting, but I do have a product for that. So let me talk about that. I have the Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Nudegasm face palette, and it has a cream and powder contour and has beautiful highlights, which I personally don't think I need. You know what, I might need, I'm using like the skin color highlight just to highlight some points of my face, like so. I never change, I'm still the same. You're just like strategic points in my face where I want who you are and what you want. I love what you are and who you love. I really don't think I need to contour. I feel like everything is chiseled up already, so I'm happy with how that looks. But by the way, this is a really good face palette. I don't use it nearly as much as I should, but I find it's extremely handy, especially when I'm traveling. Very good, slightly expensive, but I think you can definitely, if you're strategic, you can get this on a discount. So for eyes, I just want to do my eyebrows, to be honest. So I have the Charlotte Tilbury Broadsheet, and this is in the shade black brown. And confession, I didn't own this product before. I went and bought this product just so I can make this video for you all. So I am just using the spoolie to comb my brows. Using the other side, this is how it looks, this is how the tip is, to fill in my brows, just to give it a bit more definition. And I found the one, so I thought, girl, you gotta hold on me. You want to use light, feathery strokes. It can take some time, but trust me, it's gonna be worth it. You don't want to look unnatural here, so I just go with my natural eyebrow line and fill in the gaps that I see. I did get my eyebrows microbladed around a year back, like a year and a half back. So I do have that line act like a guide when I'm doing this. But that is how my brows look filled. If you feel you've overdrawn anywhere, you can use your finger and clean it up. And that's the difference between brows done versus not done. I'm gonna go do this side and quickly come back. And those are my brows done. They look a bit extreme, but once I put lip color, mascara, fix my hairstyle a bit, I think they will look nice. So now quickly going on to mascara. I have the Charlotte Tilbury Superfan Push Up Lashes Mascara in the shade Super Black. Again, this is a mascara I've used before, but I ran out of it, and I went and bought this, a mini size of this, just for this video. And let's quickly show you how it looks. I think these really do a good job lengthening, literally as the name suggests, pushing up and separating and defining the lashes. So irrespective of how extreme your eyeshadow look is, they really help in, you know, making sure your lashes also are equally well defined. Like, I really like this, and they are not too heavy on the eye as well. You know, some mascaras, they can be super heavy on the eye and it can feel like you have something on, but not this one. You can see the difference between this lash and this lash. Amazing. So a couple of coats here. I'll do the other eye and just be back. Next, down to the last step, which is the lips. And in tying in this entire theme together, I have the Lisa Eldridge Velveteen Liquid Lip Color. This is a lovely liquid lipstick, very plush, very light, very non-drying matte. I'm going to quickly rush because my battery is out of charge. So you felt so close to me, but not just as I And there it is, lips done. And to seal all of this in, I have the OG Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray to really seal all of this magic in. Once it dries down, it really becomes super matte and your makeup doesn't budge for several hours. So I'm going to wait for this to dry and then come back. This brings me to the end of today's video. I hope you found this helpful. This is the final look. You can see some of the blemishes here. That's what I meant by saying that this camera is a bit more forgiving than you would expect. But I hope you found this video helpful. If you like this video, like me, like the vibes of the channel, I would love it if you would consider literally liking, commenting, subscribing and spreading the word. It would do wonders. I hope you found this video helpful and I will see you around. Bye!